Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Here's Watson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Marcus Williams getting the sack from the secondary.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Here comes Grant on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb to about the 35, second down. Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
On the move past the 40. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. The Ravens at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Slot man moves right. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Off of play action, it's Watson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 48 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now it's Watson. Steps away to his left. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Watson looks to throw again. And that will be incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
York able to send this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30. And again, it's Chubb. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll buy some time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only do they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They run it again with Chubb. Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Watson off play action. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nelson Aguilar. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And Chubb trying to middle here. Shoves him aside. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down. Loss of 9 on the play. Brings up third down. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll run with Patterson. There's a nice move. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
They begin this drive with Chubb. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. A give. This is Chubb. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Play action. Now Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. But one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Myles Garrett, the all-pro, in on the tackle. We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Now Watson. And caught by Henry. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Patterson is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. And now here is another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
DC, right? DC.
They'll run with Chubb. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now third and goal. Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
On second and 9, Watson. His throw incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That third down conversion good for 23. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
To throw once more on second and 10. Watson got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! Devontae Parker, 51 yards. And the Browns are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Second down, here's Chubb again. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Ravens on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. They go play action with Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. First and 10, it's Patterson. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hunter Henry, 54 yards. And the Browns have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Ravens 15. York kicking off for the Browns.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Team Brandon on the return. The Ravens take over first down at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews from 13 yards out. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They run right side with Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They played
under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Danielle Hunter with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
It was great just to see Danielle Hunter back on the field after missing all of 2020 with a neck injury. When he's on top of his game, book him for the Pro Bowl, and he'll always be contending for All-Pro status.
On 4th down, Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Parker. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. And that kneeled down a little extra sweet. You get the win, and you knock out somebody's perfect season.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because it's not a championship game yet, but the team that's undefeated feels like a champion. So you've won a little bit extra in this one. Yeah, they've got to feel great about taking a knee here.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win,
you gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth, then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings, my team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot, and all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with Ballin, cause I really get it, and I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my